allow things to nourish and flow and grow. You are the ease, the flow, the answer to all your manifestation, your prayers. But what are you doing in the meantime so all your manifestations can come true? Move in a place of love, not lack. Move from a place of ease, not rush. Welcome to the Essence of True Self podcast, where we affirm I am the son of my creation. Here I focus on mindfulness, limiting belief, self-care, spirituality, and overall becoming your true self. I'm your host, Oriana, a book, tea, and self-development lover. I give you tips and tricks of what I learned on my self-development journey so you can apply to yours. If you're interested, keep listening. Hey, and welcome back to the Essence of True Self podcast. And I hope your week, your day, your evening is going pretty well. And if not, of course, I'm sending you love and light in this time. And just welcome back to the Essence of True Self podcast. Before we get into anything, we're going to do some breathing and we're going to say our affirmations. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now we're going to say our affirmation. I am the son of my creation. I'm the son of my creation. I'm the son of my creation. I hope this help you bring you back into the present moment, ground you in this moment. Be open and receptive of what message I have for you today. So as you can tell by the title of this video, it's about allowing room for your manifestations to grow. Pretty much create room for your manifestation to grow, because I feel like a lot of times we get lost in the sauce of just manifesting and rushing the manifestation to come, and it's not happening because you're rushing it and trying to rush things. You're not gonna really see it flourish because you're rushing the process. And a lot of times we miss that part of manifestation because we gotta allow it to flourish and grow and elevate as we constantly nurturing it and constantly feeding that manifestation. Because in the previous episode I talked about setting your goals in a way that allow you to, so your manifestation or your goals can come in to fruition. Because we always get lost in the sauce of like, okay, we set the goal, we try to do it, and then we stop doing it because we're not constantly showing up and be like, oh, because this one didn't work out, of course my other goals ain't gonna work out. But once you get around that mindset and shift that mindset that your manifestation will happen and it will come when it needs to come, not when we want it to come, and then we can actually allow those to flourish easily and effortlessly. And I just really want to make this episode just to remind you that allow your manifestation to grow, allow it to nourish and be elevating over time, and create patience in the process. Because really, when you manifesting, you will have to learn patience. Patience is a part of the process. Nobody talks about it. When you manifest something or set goals for something and you plan something, as you making the action towards that goal, patience is required on that path. You cannot live in fear, lack, and when we rush something, we are living in that fear and lack mentality because we want it now. And also in the previous episode, I talked about overconsumption and how we get so distracted of like things happening instantly around us, because technology make it seem like people get things instantly and spontaneously. Of course, it's gonna feel like that. But when you come to something that you're creating, that you're very passionate about, you want to take your time. You want to elevate it slowly and surely, and make sure that you have that patient and mindset to create that reality that you want. Because once we constantly rush in the process, it's never what we always wanted. And I always talk about that. You have to give space and room for your elevation, for your goals to grow, for your understanding, your patience. And I always say when we rushing it, it's like a lack. We feeling like we don't have it. We gotta rush it. If rushing it is bringing that lack without wanting, feeling about what your manifestation is. Nothing wrong with wanting your manifestation to come, but rushing it ain't gonna come how you want it to come. Like, for example, is we approach the spring equinox. I don't know when. I think it's on the 19th of March that we plant the seed for our manifestations, but we'll also have to put the action behind it, but also letting room for your manifestation to grow. Because when you overdo it and you stress yourself out because it's not coming, of course it's not going to come. And then when it do come, you're not going to be satisfied because you're going to be like, oh, it didn't come soon enough. Or like you feel that urge, that needing of, oh, this needs to be a certain way. But also leaving wiggle room for things to happen. When you don't leave things to happen and leave things to the unknown, because we live in a world that we need to know everything all at once, all the time. But leave room for unknown. Allow the truth to be revealed to you. Allow the clarity to be revealed to you. Allow the patience to be revealed to you. That really is the ultimate test of manifestation. Allowing things to grow and nourish, but also learning patience. Patience will get you far. Because when you patience, when you want something truth to come out, clarity to come out, you have to wait. Allow it to come up and it will show to you. When you have that feeling when somebody is lying, you're not going to confront them and be like, you're lying. Some people do, but like some people just wait until the truth be revealed and you be like, I already knew this was going to happen. This the same patience you need to have with your manifestation. Same. Same. Like, because we put our priorities in different situations that really doesn't align with us. And when we put our priorities in something that do align with us, that we're really passionate about, that we really want something to happen, we have to be patient. We have to feel that knowing, that believing that it will happen. But yeah, this is my little rant before I get over these bullet points. But let's get into it. Bullet point 1. I know in the previous episode I was talking about planning your goals so you can manifest them. But also when I say this, I want you to create room and space for your manifestations to come into your life, because we worry and stress about what didn't happen. That's why we planning it. But learning patience is key for your manifestations to come. I just talked about that. Bullet point 2. Allow things to grow and nourish and flourish. How you want them to be sometimes it's not going to be exactly how you want it to be. Leave room for the unknown to be better than you ever expected to be. A lot of times we put ideas in a box and expect them to be in that direct order as we planned it. But sometimes the universe won't give you what you exactly want at that certain time, because you have to learn the lesson in that present moment. And a lot of times when we manifest something, it has to be within alignment of where you are right now. I talked about that in a previous episode. But when you are not certain about certain things and rushing the process, a lot of times the universe ain't gonna give it to you in that moment, because you have to learn the lesson that you are currently in, the process that you're currently in, because you have to build those skills and have the patience, because the universe gonna test you to really see that you really want this manifestation. And I know I talked about this in a previous episode, like planning and doing all these other things, but the universe will test you to be like, oh, you really want this? Okay, let's do something, some razzle dazzle, and see that you still want it, because they want to test to make sure that you really want what you say you want. Because we always be like, oh, I want this, but I always say we thinking from a lack mindset and not from a love mindset. So how do you shift that mindset to be like, okay, does this really align with me? Is this really what I want to manifest? Because if that really ain't what I want to manifest, because we get these ideas of We getting this from other people. We getting it from somebody who told us that we want that. Like in music and videos, they tell you want a lot of money, you want to live in a big car and mansion, and all these different things. But sometimes it's necessarily not us. It's grained in our subconscious to tell us that that's what we want, so we can constantly live in this world on a hamster wheel of working really hard to get what we want. But really, is that what you want? Really sit with yourself. Be truly honest with yourself. I always say, pull the band-aid off and put alcohol on it, because we don't want to be real with ourselves. So how we gonna not be real with ourselves? Expect other people to be real to us. We are reflection to other people. You have to be honest with yourself to see what this manifestation you're trying to do right now, does it really align with your values and morals? Does it? Allowing it to grow. When you know it's something from the heart, you know you don't leave room for it to come easily and effortlessly when it needs to come. Because you already rushing the process, it's not going to come. It's not going to come how you want it to come. And if you feel like you have to rush your manifestations, it was never truly from a love standpoint. Love is patience. Love is patience. Somebody told me that one day and I was like, you're all right. And I love my podcast. So I'm going to be patient. Constantly show up and nourish it. But I'm going to be patient to grow what I desire within my podcast. But like, for real, like we just have to make room, allow things to flourish. What are you doing in that meantime while your manifestation is coming? Are you still moving towards that manifestation, or are you doing the opposite of what you really want to manifest? Side eye. Because if you're really about it, the universe want to see what you really about. Because you want somebody to be in a relationship with you and say what they mean and mean what they do, right? Same goes for you. Same goes for you. And it goes back to what I said, we got our priorities in certain areas, but we don't have the priorities straight within ourselves, clear within ourselves, to know what's really for us and what's not for us. Let's be for real. Be so for real. I'm gonna need you to stand on business for yourself always and forever. Because if you're not standing on business with yourself, how you expect other people to stand on business for you? You gotta stand 10 toes down and show people how you want to be treated. Same goes with your manifestation. Show it how it needs to be treated. Are you gonna constantly nourish it and show up for it? It equals saying you showing up for yourself, or are you just gonna do the opposite and not follow your word? Bullet point 3. So create space between you and your goals, your desires, your manifestations. As I say this, it's like some type of detachment. So you won't be holding on so closely to your chest. Like when you plant a seed, you water it every 2 days or something like that. But you so ready for your manifestations to come, you overwater it and you see it slowly dying because you're not giving it room to actually grow. So your manifestation is like a seed, a plant that you're trying to do, but you overwatering it, you overdoing it, you over stressing yourself about it. And the plant is not growing because you like, why is it not growing? I'm over here. Because you hovering over it. You're not allowing it to grow. Nourish. You is the problem. And I have to learn it. Because when you created something that you're really, really passionate about, it's going to be, you're going to want it to be like, oh, it's so good. I want it to be so great. Okay, you can have that. But also having that knowing it will be great. It will work out because I'm sharing it with love. I'm not doing it out of lack. I'm not rushing it because I'm like, oh my God, I don't have it. Oh my God, I don't have it. But you do have it in the future tense. That didn't happen yet. But when you have this idea, it's never really out of lack if you allow it to be. But you have to see that for yourself. God, source, and universe is not going to give you this idea if it's not meant for you. So allow that room to grow. Like for me, I always had this problem to rush stuff. It might be my Aries rising, but when I first got my car, I was so happy about my car. And not even 2 months later, I wrecked my car because I was so excited to get a car. I didn't even think about the options that I really want for my car. Examine, like, do I need a car right now or do I need to wait later to stack up some more money? Universe is pretty much telling me to slow down. Slow down. Like, a lot of times the universe is gonna come to tell us to slow down if we're trying to rush something. When you rush somebody, they're not gonna be happy about it. They're gonna be frustrated. You ruin their mood because you over here rushing them because you ready to go. You ready to go. It's like so many analogy you can use from that, but what are you taking from that? Are you learning the lesson in that moment of patience, or are you trying to rush it still? It's so many ways you can allow your things to grow. Well, what are you doing in that process to allow it to grow? What are you doing in the in-between stage? Are you coming up with a different plan, a different strategy? Or are you still worrying why it's not here yet, hovering over it? Are you hanging out with your friends and not worrying about it so much so you can, just have fun with life and it will come when it comes? Like the same analogy when people's like, oh, I want love. But the best time to receive love or receive your dream partner is not to look for it. It constantly looking and searching and hoping, oh, this next person become desperate because of somebody we want to be in love with so much. But we miss the red flags. But when you patient and allow love to come to you, you see the red flags. You see the green flags. You see the, what you want to call them, the blue flags, the in-between. The in-between stages. But like, are you going to constantly rush that process to find love, or are you just going to wait? Because it will come when it needs to come. Your manifestation will come when it needs to come. But if you rush your manifestations, you're rushing yourself. You're not giving yourself patience and grace. And we are the sources of manifestation. So if you rush your manifestation, you are rushing yourself to get to the finish line. And life is not a race, it's a marathon. Same with everything else. A lot of analogies we learned as a kid really aligns with everything going on in our life. So really, get your priorities straight. Allow things to flow easily, effortlessly to you. And be free of this lack mindset. This needing, this wanting, this yearning. And just be in the present moment. Allow things to be. And allow the moment of creating room and space for your manifestation as a moment of reflection and peace of actually doing that what you love because you love it. Because it's the truth. The truth, because the truth is nothing is certain. Only you is certain. And the decision you make is certain. And life is about living in the unknown. And that's why we plan our goals. So, don't be afraid with the uncomfortability of not knowing when it's going to come. Be comfortable of the unknown, the unsureness. Because when you comfortable, and that's where fear come in, because we don't know when it's going to come. And fear equals lack as well. Allow the unknown to be the unknown. Because the unknown is the only thing that really is all around us. We never know what's going on around us all the time, all at once. Allow the unknown to be your safe haven. Allow the unknown to be easy and flowing. And being okay with being unsure about things, to not know about things. And I feel like the unknown come in when we want to be knowing everything and want everything to be perfect a certain way and knowing the ins and outs of life. But life is what you make it. It's unknown. It's peace. But only you can do that. Only your mind, your mental, and your physical of what you control can do that. But don't rush it. Allow it to flow. Create ease, patience, reflection in the time when your manifestation is coming. Because it's coming. Whether you see it or not. Whether you believe it or not. But once you believe that your manifestation coming, you're not worrying about what is. You're not worried about what is. So yeah. So let's go over these questions. Number 1, are you rushing the process of your evolution? If so, why? Number 2, do you have a lack mindset around your goals? Why or why not? How do you view the in-between stage of your evolution? I think I'm going to answer this one. How I view the in-between stage is reflection moment. Oh, what is my next move? How can I move closer to my manifestation? How can I put myself in the right place at the right time always? How can I keep myself in ease in this moment? How can I keep myself grounded and rooted in my belief, in my values and morals towards my manifestation? And I feel like that really keeps me grounded. And I also say like mantras around like my goals and stuff, or like keeping me centered in a way. But I'm probably gonna have to express it into another video or have that exclusive for certain people. But let me know if you want certain mantra videos or content. Let me know by leaving a comment, like, or subscribing. Because if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? But yeah, that's pretty much how I deal with the in between. Because I used to be like rushing, trying to get everything done, and then we end up missing something. We always miss something when we rush, and I learned how to be in flow and ease. And I feel like that really, I used to be so punctual and rushing people to be so punctual, but really I was just rushing to be there for other people and not for myself, or feeling like I have to do this so I can be liked. But don't rush the process. Be at ease with yourself. Be at grace with yourself. As I move towards my manifestation, I am learning it every day to create patience. And it's not going to be easy at first, but over time it will become natural to you. So, yeah, I hope that answered the question. Number 4, what can you do in the meantime to allow your dreams to grow? What are you doing in the meantime? So, yeah, family, I just really hope you like this episode. You learned something today. And yeah, I just always want to leave you with allow things to nourish and flow and grow. You are the ease, the flow, the answer to all your manifestation, your prayers. But what are you doing in the meantime so all your manifestations can come true? Move in a place of love, not lack. Move from a place of ease, not rush. And yeah, I just want to leave you guys with that. I love you guys so much, and I'm grateful you're here. You're not alone. And if you really like this video, leave a like, comment, share, or subscribe. Because if you're not subscribed, like I said before, what are you doing? And much love. Until next time, family.